Well, Matt, I loved your T-shirt covered in the mushrooms. That was perfect.
Thank you. It was a Christmas gift from my
Nice.
family.
Everybody wave hello to our YouTube audience.
Good morning, YouTube.
Good morning.
All right. And you got that link and everything okay, Paul?
I do.
Okay, cool.
Morning, Paul.
Morning. How's it going?
Going good.
Hey, Paul, it is 9 a.m.
All right, we're going to kick it off. Okay, we're recording, so it's officially going. And here we go. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to 1 Million Cups Albuquerque. Back in the old days when we met face-to-face, we were pouring the caffeine to fuel entrepreneurship in New Mexico. And we'll be back again live next Wednesday. So looking forward to seeing you all at Fat Pipe. So 1 Million Cups, our mission is connection, presentation, and education for entrepreneurs. So we aim to lower the barrier of access to education, resources, and connection for new and aspiring entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship is a difficult journey, and you need guides and helpers along the way. And 1 Million Cups seeks to provide that with almost 200 chapters nationwide, all meeting at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. And so the national mission keeps us all on target. We have specific goals and training, and we have national meetings that we check into to make sure that we're fulfilling the plan of 1 Million Cups. So the program is consistent. And if you go to any Million Cups anywhere in the United States, you might be in a room full of people you don't know, but you'll recognize the format and you'll recognize the key questions. So while the format is the same across the country, every community has unique aspects and unique strengths and weaknesses. And so if you travel to other 1 Million Cups to present, which I've done, you'll find the format is familiar, but the strengths that are being offered from those communities is different in each location. So it's very much worth doing that. We are it in New Mexico, but there's a bunch of other chapters scattered throughout the Southwest region. And these are all the 1 Million Cups organizations included in the Southwest organization. And we have a regional coordinator that, again, keeps us on mission. So what are the key pillars? Presentations, not pitches. I'm sure most of you know the difference. In a pitch, your company is invulnerable, flawless, has answered all the questions, and everybody's perfect. In reality, that's never true. So in a presentation, you're actually asked to expose some of your vulnerabilities and ask the community for help. And this community in particular is very good at providing that. And so we emphasize authentic connections instead of networking. You don't cruise through the room dealing out business cards and hoping for a hit. You try to engage in conversations and try to offer something to people as well as asking. So it's run for the community, by the community. All of our organizers are volunteers and are deeply embedded in the community. And we're radically and intentionally inclusive. We have all kinds of entrepreneurs, with all kinds of businesses. There's usually a steady diet of tech startups, but there are also some mom and pop places doing brick and mortar operations on Main Street. So anything goes. If you're an entrepreneur, you're welcome at 1 Million Cups.
Sometimes even a weird farm.
Even farmers are welcome. So we encourage people to apply to present. If you have a for-profit business, meaning you've sold something to someone who isn't your mom, you're eligible to present at Million Cups. We'd like to have companies present that have been in existence 5 years or less, but a company that's been around for longer that's undergoing a major pivot is welcome to present as well. Once you apply to present, we will put you on the schedule, assign you a coach, and make sure that you can stick with the program and give the most effective presentation possible. This is our organizing team. I'm Paul Sauter, with Equiseek. Our co-lead organizers are Lisa Atkins with Fat Pipe and Sonia Doing with Plot Duckies. And we also have Eric and Charles helping out as organizers and coaches. There's also there's an empty spot on there. So if you're interested in becoming an organizer, it is a lot of fun and you do get a lot of interesting connections. So I'd encourage you to do that. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Fat Pipe, which we will be back at next week. And I can say it's been too long. Loza and Loza, intellectual property lawyers, patents, trademarks, copyrights, all that kind of stuff. So if you have good ideas and you want to protect them, those are your guys. More Than Organized with Miriam Ortiz-Pino. Jason Collin Photography, always making us look good. And Noventum Custom Software, which provides donuts. And we'll be having those donuts next week. Is that my last slide? It is. We don't have the presenter slide in here.
That is correct.
Okay. All right, let's go back to everybody's faces. So another thing we like to do, if people are relatively new here or we don't know who they are, we'd like to ask them to introduce themselves. So anybody who hasn't been around on a regular basis, please feel free to introduce yourself. And if people don't jump up and do that, I'll start calling on people.
So I am actually going to suggest, most of us know Barbara Lopez, but I don't think she's been here for a while.
Hey guys, it's Barbara. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't been here in a while, but I just had a meeting cancel and I thought I would join in just to hear what's going on and touch base again. And hopefully I'll be able to go in person again soon. So good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How was your son's wedding, Barbara?
It was so awesome. It was wonderful. It was just a beautiful, beautiful wedding. One of the best ones I've ever been to on the lake. It was great.
And Marlene, you're not on the Sandia Crest Trail at the moment. So why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
Okay, yes, you're right. Hi, I'm Marlene Brown. I am currently teaching solar electric at CNM and always happy to be here and see what's new and what's happening and hope everybody's doing great.
All right. Anybody else want to introduce themselves? All right. Well, hang around and chat. And I'm going to kick it over to Sonia, who will introduce our presenter.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, and so I was really intrigued to hear that Kathy owned a company that is basically coffee products for, body coffee products. But I love the fact that she is a serial entrepreneur, and I think you guys are going to enjoy hearing her journey. So Kathy, go ahead and share your presentation, and I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Thank you, Sonia. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to get started with your group. I can't wait to come every week and hear you guys. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Just let me know if you guys can't see it, but my company is Coffee Glow Natural Beauty. And I like that term, serial entrepreneur, because I've been trying to fight the jack of all trades, master at none myth, because I like to do a lot of things. And this company kind of culminates everything that I like to do. So I started out, my business was metals and threads. I'm a screen printer and embroiderer and a metalsmith, a silversmith. So I'm having trouble advancing my screens here. There we go. So Metals and Threads, I am a member of BNI, which is Business Networking International, and that's what I am business entity wise for BNI. So I design jewelry. I'm a graphic designer. I print and embroider t-shirts, bags, all that stuff custom. I happened upon this whole coffee empire that I'm trying to build by accident. I had bought a bar of coffee soap years ago, and I spent years trying to find more coffee soap. And every time I found a company, I thought, well, if I go through coffee companies online, I bet you I can find one that's like the one I had. So I solved my own problem. I decided I'm going to make my own coffee soap. So I went online, got all these recipes and didn't like any of them because they just didn't have the consistency. I wanted it to smell like coffee. I'm a coffee fanatic. I wanted to feel like I was bathing myself in coffee. So I tweaked recipes and came up with a recipe that I liked. And that is how I started that. So here's just some of the clothing that I've designed. Some of my jewelry. I'm a chainmail artist and a silversmith. So chainmail is my really first love. I love to mix metals. I love silver, all of this. So these are some of my creations. So speeding up to Coffee Glow, once I made that coffee soap, I started passing it out to friends and they loved it. And I had a friend that said, wow, I really like it in the shower because it's great. I like massage my cellulite with it, and caffeine's supposed to help your cellulite. And I thought, well, maybe I could make a shower scrub. So I did the same thing, kind of started researching scrubs, different sugar scrubs and things. And then I tweaked one to my liking and started with the scrub. And then naturally, well, there's got to be a lotion. Let me make a lotion, and then an eye cream, and then a lip gloss. So it became all of these products. I started selling them in a kit. The picture here is a setup. Oval Dogs Coffee in Rio Rancho is a small family-owned coffee shop, and they are a roastery. And I use their coffee in my products. So I'm helping support a local business. We're kind of going to be partnering. He's going to have my stuff on display, and we're in the works to doing that. I'm also going to work, now that we are opening back up, to do, I want to do coffee glow parties. So I want to do, whether it's a bridal shower, everything that you see there, the jewelry and t-shirts. I have a whole line of coffee t-shirts, and these are the products themselves. Eye cream, scrub, soap, and I have different designs in my soap, and then the lotion. Everything is vegan, organic, ocean safe, no animal testing ever. These are some of the t-shirts. I had mixed a proprietary ink color that I call Coffee Cream Shimmer, that I do for the majority of my shirts, except for the Drink Coffee Be Sexy. That's a bright red and a puff ink. So it's real three-dimensional. I do holiday coffee related shirts. The coffee is my Valentine's shirt. My goal is to have, I'm designing for kind of every holiday. So I want to be an all-encompassing coffee empire. So I'm the go-to for the coffee fanatic. So that's what I'm trying to accomplish. And I decided to incorporate it in my jewelry. So there's some pictures of earrings and stretch bracelets that I've incorporated bronze, because I thought bronze really goes with my coffee color theme. So why not? I do mixed metals anyway. Why not do some coffee inspired, because your jewelry should always match your coffee. So those are some of my designs in mixed metal that I am doing right now. And here is my information if you'd like to get a hold of me. Some of my problems, I had a manufacturing deal with a company here locally. It was going to be fantastic until there were a lot of red flags with my investor. And before I could ask the pertinent questions, things were getting a little shady, and then he pulled out of the deal. So I actually am looking for an angel investor to help me out with that. I still have the manufacturer who was very excited about producing the products, but without the investor, it just fell through. And I have had their help on formulations and everything, so been making it better. So my timer has reset itself somehow. I don't know where I'm at on time.
No worries. If you want to finish up what you wanted to say, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So basically that is my obstacle right now is, oh, there's the timer. My obstacle right now is the fact that my investor fell through. So I am looking to, I've got a website up. If you go to it, you have to go to the shop page. Things are listed, but everything is not there yet because it's a brand new website. So working on that, and everything's pretty much ready to go. I'm just looking to take it to that next level, and really want to start promoting whether it's a home or business party for all the coffee stuff encompassing. That would be great. And if you have suggestions, anybody that you know that might be interested, please contact me, and I'd love to talk to you even about your business and what you do and how I can help you get you referrals. So I appreciate the time, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, Kathy. I
Thank you.
love your journey. And if anyone has questions or suggestions or anything, feel free to post in the chat and I will call you up. You can unmute yourself when I call you up and you can ask her or give your suggestion. But then I also know Kathy was talking about, what other creative marketing ideas people might have for marketing her products. So, I think my first question for you, Kathy. Oh, we'll skip to Miriam. Miriam, go ahead and ask your question.
Morning, Kathy. So my first question is, I saw that you have your products in that coffee shop because it's a partnership. That's fantastic. I'm wondering, and you keep mentioning parties. So is your vision to be a multi-level marketing thing with the parties, or are you looking to make it more retail? Hotel.
I do not want to be multi-level marketing. That was never really my vision, but I have found that more people ask me, well, hey, would you come? A lot of people wanted me along the way to do like in-home jewelry parties where, say, there's all kinds of opportunities out there. I know for bridesmaids, they do like the bridal shower and they'll all paint flip-flops or they'll have a candle party or something like that. So I want to somehow introduce my coffee products to maybe that market. I'm also willing to white label my product. So if somebody like a coffee shop would want to sell it under their name, I'm happy to do that. That was part of why the investor fell through. He acted like, oh, we're going to be the Three Musketeers. We're going to sell this. We're going to white label it. It's going to do great. We're going to have it nationwide, possibly worldwide. Kind of got me, going into the rah part of it, but then wanted then he pitted it on sides. So he made it like, well, my side's going to be the white labeling and I'm going to make 80%.
Oh.
So it was like, wait a minute, what happened to this partnership we were going to have? So that's my goal is to white label it, but sell it as Coffee Glow. It was originally called Coffee Talk. And I just felt like I wanted it to encompass, I wanted to really promote the fact that it moisturizes the skin, it smells good, it's great aromatherapy, it gets your circulation going. So I wanted to make it more skin related and more of a feeling than coffee talk, like you're having coffee over breakfast or something like that. So I rebranded it as Coffee Glow, and it's done pretty well, and it kind of conveys the spirit a little more. But yes, my goal is to white label.
Okay. And then my marketing idea was, someone else mentioned it, but I definitely think you should do a New Mexico True certification. And I think you should talk to the hotels and gift shops that have big New Mexico product presence.
Yes. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's where I would start the marketing effort.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yep. I like the look.
Thank you.
Awesome. And Miriam and Adam, you both suggested the same thing I was thinking when I saw Proudly Made in New Mexico. But yeah, Adam also is suggesting that you become New Mexico True Certified, because that's a good opportunity.
Okay.
Adam, did you have anything else to say on that? Okay. He says, nope, that's it. All right, Matthew, you're up next.
Yeah, my question was, who are you competing with, and how are your products better in this kind of coffee obsession sphere, or how do you make your company different enough that you don't have to worry about competing for market share?
Okay, well, the research that I did along with the investor at the time, what we found is there's nobody doing this where everything is all about coffee. And one of the ideas was to get a monthly subscription going on Amazon. And they would get a whole kit of all the products, plus the monthly t-shirt, whether that be a holiday t-shirt at Christmas time. So the main competitor that we were looking at was a Brazilian bum bum cream, and they had a coffee version. So I started researching all of these companies, just coffee products in general. So everybody from Lush Cosmetics to this Brazilian Soleil, something it was called, they all have a coffee product or two, but I didn't find anybody that was like, all coffee all the time. So everything is, I would find a company that did all different soaps, whether one would be a lavender or some kind of berry, and then there was a coffee soap, or here's a coffee scrub. So they pretty much have one coffee product out of whatever it is, however many products that they sell. So, and then definitely pairing the t-shirts with it, I didn't see anything but, there's lots of coffee slogan t-shirts online, but they're done through like mass printing, like Cafe Press or one of those. We do, like I said, I have the proprietary ink, and they're more quality shirts. And I'm going to be printing on shirts, since I buy directly from a supplier. I'm going to be printing on, more quality hoodies and t-shirts that you can't just find. So I'm really trying to produce that quality of a unique and really durable clothing brand. And I'm going to have bags. And then at the holiday times, I'm going to have, say at Christmas time, the Starbucks comes out with their cafe, what is it, peppermint latte. I might have a line for Christmas that's got a drop of a peppermint essential oil in it to give that peppermint smell for the holidays. Thanksgiving might be like a pumpkin or something like that. So I want to introduce products for holidays as well. So I have not found anybody else doing any of those things at this point. And if you know of anybody, let me know, because I want to.
No, I did a little bit of cursory research while you were doing your presentation. There's lots of coffee subscription services that focus specifically on beans, but I couldn't find any that were doing like a combination of products like what you're talking about, which I think is definitely a good way and something that you should showcase. The good news is that if you're looking to do a subscription product, a lot of the work of figuring out how to market well has been done for you, because I see ads for various types of subscriptions on Facebook all the time.
Right.
It's just saturated with them. And I mean, that means that they're successful. It means you have a lot of competition for like market share. But I mean, I personally remember hunting for a good subscription box for like my last gift giving round and not being able to find one that I liked. So, if people like me, who are very reluctant consumers in general, are still looking into it, then there's definitely more room in the market. And if you're already developing holiday products, that gives you the kind of different thing every month that you're going to be looking for anyway. That's what I got.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, so next up, Lisa.
Kathy, I shop at a little boutique in the Heights called Strive, and I know that they showcase the Los Poblanos products, and the owners are delightful. And I bet if you went up there, they might be willing to offer you some space on a table to sell your products for commission.
And you said it's Thrive, Thrive?
Strive, Strive.
Okay, great.
It's
Thank
on
you.
Wyoming and Paseo. And I'm
Oh.
sure there's lots of little stores in town like them that would do stuff like that for you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Next up is Clifton.
Hi, Kathy. Got all these niche markets that are doing part of what you're doing, and you're doing part of what they're doing. So since you're white labeling, maybe instead of looking at them all as competitors, you look at a lot of these guys as customers, and then you can provide your beauty products that they'll sell with their beauty line label on it instead of having to compete against them. Just a thought.
That's a cool idea. Well, and I have, it's funny because while you're talking about all your products and your t-shirts, I was thinking about, you could market these things as like take your own spa day, have a, use the scrub and everything else. And then when you're done, you have this big comfy coffee t-shirt that you can wear. I can like totally envision this, selling the box with the t-shirt in it. But yeah, I love your products, Kathy. Does anyone else have any more questions for Kathy? Okay. Well, Kathy, I know I have 2 questions for you. One is red or green?
Kathy, you're muted. We need you to unmute so we can hear you.
That's why I can't hear her.
Okay, I don't know how I did that. Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
I say green as a rule, but I do love a good red, so I'm kind of a Christmas person. Not
Yep.
too hot. I can't do death heat, but
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what can we as a community do for you?
I am interested in just learning from anyone that's had, experience in launching products. The majority of mentors that I have are more in, the non-tangibles. So I am just happy to learn whatever you guys want to pass on, and I can't wait to be a member of this group. BNI has gotten me so much more confident and so much better at the business side of things. But, I'm just now at the point where not working for anybody else. I'm trying to kind of do everything as we have to do as entrepreneurs and do the bookkeeping side and the whole 9 yards. So I just want to soak up any knowledge I can from anybody. And I'm happy to work with people in this community. I think New Mexico has a really strong entrepreneurial base, and it's very exciting to me. So
Yay!
kind of
Well,
where
we're
I'm at.
excited to have you. And you're here. You're a member. You belong to this group. So
Thank you
welcome.
so much. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, next up, let's see. Kathy, can you stop share?
Yes.
And Eric, do you have any events for us?
I may have an event or 2 that I will pop into the, let's see, I'll highlight a bunch, but I'll also throw these things in, also throw these things into the chat as well. So what's coming up? So this week, we've got SBD EDC hosts an event, and I have to double check and see whether they're back in person yet. But that is the Taza, which is the cousin of 1 Million Cups. It's a bilingual event that takes place Thursday mornings from 9 to 10 a.m. Also this Friday at Highlight, it's the return for the summer of ABQ Art Walk. And they've got, I want to say that there's like a group participation thing with people doing murals together, and it's just been hugely crowded. There were mariachis, there's just a lot of music, there's a lot of food. The group over at New Mexico Community Capital has been getting native artists to surround I'm spacing on the name of the building, but the building that's basically at the corner of 3rd and Silver, 3rd and Gold. They have all sorts of artists that are basically surrounding the whole block there. So there's just a ton of things that are going on during ABQ Art Walk. And that is this Friday from 5:30 to about 9 or so. Let's see, next week, we don't always mention what's coming up next to 1 Million Cups, but we're really excited to hear from our good friend Miriam Ortiz-Pino, who will be with More Than Organized, who's actually presenting again. So we're really glad to see that and hear that. That'll be taking place next week at 1 Million Cups. Also next week, we've got, let's see, there's New Mexico Angels has Tutor Tuesdays, where they've got folks who are experienced investors from all sorts of different angles who are there to basically share their experience with folks who are looking for investment. And the special guests next week are Dorian Rader, who helps run, or let's see, she's running one version of the New Mexico Angels Fund. She's run other funds, and also Drew Tulchin, who's the fairly new person who's running New Mexico Angels. So both really good experienced investors. If they don't necessarily know kind of the right answers, they know the people who can help you out. Also, this coming Monday is Code for Albuquerque with Joseph Holguin. He'll be talking about no-code solutions and basically how to test your business ideas. And that's Monday night. I've already gone down too long. I'm going to throw on the rest of the stuff in Sonia's already mentioned the workshop that she's got coming up. I'm going to include that and all the other links in the chat. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you in an event nearby real soon. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Eric. All righty. So let's see. I guess what's next up is breaking us up into rooms, Lisa.
All righty.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
wait, before we do that,
Some
does
big wins. Let's hear
yeah,
some big wins.
I forgot wins. Does anybody have any wins they'd like to announce?
Do it, Paul.
I've got one. So this is kind of a longish story with a very happy ending. So we had a horse that we were very interested in for research purposes, and the owner really said, okay, you can do whatever you want with this horse, but I can't take care of the horse anymore, and I have family problems. And so it ended up being in our care for over a year, and we just recently found a forever home for this horse at a really fantastic place that provides therapy for people with autism, and the horses are part of that therapy. And the owner of that facility is a prior 1 Million Cups presenter, and I'd love to have her back to talk about what she's doing. But it was a big win for the horse, and we were really glad to find this horse a forever home.
Awesome. And that's equine.
It's Wilderwood Equine Therapy.
Okay.
Like
okay.
Wildwood, but Wilderwood.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Very awesome.
And it turns out it is kind of a win for us, because our Facebook post on this, which we pushed with ads, has now been seen by 10,000 people and shared by 40 people and liked by almost 600 people.
Nice.
So it's the most powerful post we've ever pushed on Facebook.
Good job, Paul. That's awesome. Any other wins? We'd love to hear if someone's got a win. Okay, cool.
Officially put my resignation in with the Pueblo, and Friday will be my last day working with them. And then I'll be rolling in full time to work on the mushroom farm. And I got cornered by surprise when I went home for a funeral over this last weekend. I flew back to New York, and a bunch of my family members cornered me and essentially made me pitch to them, and then agreed to put in enough money to the business to allow me to work full time.
Yay!
That's awesome.
And your picture in your article about you is in Albuquerque, the magazine.
Yes, the current issue, page 124. If you want to go check it out, you can go to their website and view current edition, and then view it online if you're interested in reading that article. It's a pretty good one. I'm very happy with it. And keep an eye out. We're going to be doing a big marketing blitz for our CSA, and trying to get a lot of stuff put together in the next couple of days.
Very cool. Congratulations, Matt.
Thank you.
I also heard you're thinking of becoming an organizer.
Yes. Now that I'm going to be working full time for the mushroom farm, I will have the latitude to attend 1 Million Cups whenever I damn well please.
Yay!
And would love to help make sure that that every meeting goes off well, and to stuff myself full of coffee and donuts.
Awesome. Now I can't promise donuts. Maybe I can, even if I can't get our sponsor ready for next week. Maybe 1 Million Cups can put up the money for some donuts. So I'll take that back. We will have donuts next week.
It is a
All right.
condition of my volunteering.
Understood. Got it. There will be donuts then. All right. Awesome. Any other wins?
Hey, Sonia, this isn't a win, but Sue Prolazny just told me that she invited Adam Valerio and he did not introduce himself.
Oh.
So Adam, unmute and let's hear. Who are you? Oh, Sue, we put him on the spot.
Oh, he doesn't have a mic.
Okay, well, put your contact info in chat. And tell us who you
And
are.
just so you all know, so next week, if you can't make it right to our live version, we're doing this hybrid. So we will also have a Zoom link. One of our organizers, Charles, is going to be joining you from Texas and hosting. So there'll be someone here physically to talk to you. And we'll have the presenter up on probably a cell phone for now until we can find a videographer to help us out, maybe. And then eventually we'll do presenters on Zoom and then put them on the big screen. So the presenters don't always have to physically be here. But for our first couple, we're definitely doing live presentations just to get in that circle or get in that process. So I think that's all I got.
All right, I guess we're ready for breakout rooms. So we have 3 rooms today. You can join Kathy in the Coffee Glow room, learn more about her business. We'll have COVID-19 update with Paul Sauter and community connections with Eric Renz Whitmore. If you'd like to be pre-assigned to a room, just chat me up and I'll put you in there. Otherwise, if you have the right version of Zoom, which I'm sure everyone does now, you can select your own room and move about as you freely wish.